What's going on, everybody? My name is the Halo Player and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I just want to do something real quick. Not really real quick, just something cool. Got some hot sauce there, move that out of the way. But anyways, what I wanted to do is a friend of ours actually let us borrow a rock polisher. Now what's actually really cool about these rock polishers is, you probably know already, they take rough rocks like the ones that we found here on our hikes. They round them and they make them shiny, kind of like you can see in the picture. But what you do is you take this little thing here, which is the container, and you fill this halfway up with rocks. And you want to pick out the rocks that you want. And they can't be big ones like this. They got to be like kind of tiny like this, or like that, like Ethan has. But what we're going to do is Ethan's going to pick out some rocks and he's going to fill this halfway up. And then I'll continue with what we're going to do. So Ethan, Nathan, do you want to help him pick out some rocks for that? Okay. That's too big. You got to get small ones.
Stuff like salt and sand. See if we can smooth the rocks down with that stuff.
Alright guys, so you can see that Ethan's picked out some pretty cool rocks. You can see they're all kind of different. Some of them are rough like this, but it'd be kind of cool just to see what it does. Obviously we don't have really good rocks, this one has garnets on it. But these are just random rocks. Obviously some of them are not going to polish up that well, but we just want to do it as a test. But what I thought would be really cool is we have this one here that we found. This is really cool. I believe this is just regular glass, but I'm just going to put it in here just because I want to see how it works out. We got a bunch of little tiny stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff. So what we're going to do here is, in order to use this machine, here I can lift up this box here and show you what it looks like here. So what happens is this little canister here lays on top of these, and then this just spins. And what happens is this has to actually spin for 7 days straight. So the videos on this is going to take a little while to make. But what I think I could do is do like a progress update, you know. So the way this works is, what you have to do is you have to fill this up with water to the level of the rocks. Just level with the rocks, not anything above it. But you can see my dad's going to pour in the water here, and that's going to go level to the rocks. Good. Perfect. So then we're going to get that down. Make sure that all this is down. Does it matter if they're sticking out a little bit? Okay. So you can see the water there. So now what we're going to do, and I know there's water on the lens, so bear with me for a second. Now what we're going to do is, we have a setup. We don't have the actual real medium that you use to put in here to polish the rocks. So what we're going to decide to do is we're going to try some household products. Yes, I know that may sound kind of silly, but we're just going to try it as an experiment. We're not really doing this seriously, we're just doing it as an experiment. So what we're going to use first is, you guys can see that we have this kind of gravelly mix here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go rough, medium, then real fine. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to strain this out. And we're going to sift it. And we're going to get the real fine stuff, and we're going to get the rough stuff, which we're going to put in first. Alright guys, so you can see that I've strained this out, or sifted it. You can see that's the real fine stuff here. And then we have the rough. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to pour in the rough first, because we're going to go rough, medium, then thin. You guys can see this is actually obviously salt, but this is going to be our finest material. And we believe it's going to work. It may not, but like I said, we're just doing it as an experiment. Obviously we're not like, this is completely serious video, you know. No, we're just fooling around. What do you got there? Oh, this is
to polish it to final.
Okay, this is going to be final. So this is just baking powder. Like I said, guys, obviously this is really weird stuff to do this with, but this is going to be really, really cool to try out. Like I said multiple times, this is nothing serious. We're just doing it as an experiment. So I believe we'll just put in the rough first. You want to put all of it, or? Okay. So we'll put all of this in. Pour all of that in, like that, and then you want to put it level, so you guys can see that's all in there now. So then you put the cover on like this, you take this O-ring, and this goes, oh I see, okay, so this goes, you want to do it, so I know how to do it. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you had to do. Just can't do it with one hand while I hold the camera. That gets pushed in, like that. Got it? Okay, so this O-ring, you can put that around, and that clamps it shut. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're obviously going to move it, but just to show you what we're going to do here is we're going to take this is water sealed now. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and this lays down like this, and then he's going to plug that in, and there you go. And that stays like that for 7 days straight. 7 days. And then what we're going to do is I'll do another video showing you guys the progress of that, and then we'll put in the next stuff, which is going to be this material. Then, the next 7 days, I'll do a progress update. Then we'll put in the salt. Next 7 days, I'll show you the progress, and then we're going to put in the final. And then you guys will see that. It's obviously going to take a long time, but I think it'd be really cool just to see how this works out. So, I'll see you guys in 7 days with the progress, and hopefully you guys are excited. Obviously, leave a like if you guys are excited to see the progress. And subscribe if you guys want to see more content, and I'll see everybody in a future video. Bye.